Hi Virgo, welcome to your year ahead in 2018 and bonus information about 2019 and 2020. There's a really big lineup happening in 2020 and we're in the energy now, so it's worthy to talk about. This year and for the next 3 years, it is about you stepping into your mission, why you've come to Earth. Now, in 2018, Mercury is retrograding in a very personal part of your life. Mercury is your ruling planet, and he'll be retrograding in the fire signs. The first one will be March 22nd through April 15th, and that will be in Aries. And the next one will be July 26th through August 18th, and that one will be in Leo. And the final one will be November 16th through December 6th, and that will be in Sagittarius. These are the areas of your life that are behind the scenes, that have to do with deep intimacy, spirituality, your emotional foundation. And this is the universe reminding you that you have an important destiny and role to play here on Earth at this time, as we move into higher dimension and bring in this age of Aquarius. And you are Leos when it comes to your spirituality. Now the eclipses are finishing up here in Leo and Aquarius, and the first one is a total lunar eclipse in Leo on the 31st, followed by a solar eclipse in Aquarius on the 15th. And then the eclipses shift to Cancer in July, and then there's a solar eclipse in Cancer, and that brings the action to your goals and your hopes and your wishes and the love you receive from others. And so you can see now the energies are really shifting in here, and the final eclipses will be July 27th in Aquarius, a lunar eclipse, back in that area of work, and then the solar eclipse August 11th in Leo in the area of your spirituality, and of course it's the house of secrets, and you're really focusing here at this time on this work-life balance, and then shifting to your hopes and wishes, the groups you belong to, your friends. And the nodes are going to shift this year too. So they're moving out of Leo, Aquarius. They're moving from the North Node in Leo on November 6th, and the North Node enters Cancer on November 7th, and it'll be in Cancer until May 5th, 2020. So this year is the catalyst bringing us to the mega conjunction in 2020, which is very favorable for you because it's in Capricorn, your sister sign, and bringing the action to your creative self-expression, really knowing who you are, true love and romance. And you're going to start feeling this energy right in January, because in January there is a mega conjunction going on at the Capricorn new moon, when the Sun and the Moon, Mercury and Venus, Saturn and Pluto are all together in Capricorn, which is very significant. So you're going to be feeling this build up to 2020 here in 2018, and it does pour positive energy into any planets you have in Virgo, your Sun in Virgo, your Moon in Virgo, your Mercury in Virgo, your rising in Virgo. And this is very positive for you, that you have this fabulous buildup in Capricorn, focusing you on your projects and your creative self-expression, and finishing those eclipses in the area of work and service to the planet, health, well-being, meditation, spirituality, working behind the scenes. Now you're going to be moving forward and becoming more out front in whatever you're doing. Now, another thing that's happening is Mars will be in Aquarius for 5 months in 2018. He'll be in Aquarius from May 16th through August 12th, and then September 10th through November 15th. He'll be retrograde June 26th through August 27th, right there in eclipse season, in this area of the work you're doing and your work habits and your health habits. So, you know, Virgos are Aquarians when it comes to their work and service to the planet. You will be reevaluating where you work or how you work during this time period I just mentioned. Or there might be someone that's irritating you or something irritating you about your work, and your sword is drawn. So be aware that you could be very vocal during this time period because you have Jupiter and Scorpio in the area of communication. So if anybody is stepping on your boundaries or not being respectful towards you, you are going to let them know in no uncertain terms that this is not appropriate, and you'll have none of it. And you'll be in the right. And so, you know, absolutely, you know, you want to stand up for yourself and finish something. You know, eclipses open doors and they close doors. You know, they finish things and then they begin things. And so there could be something finishing up here for you in this area of work and service that you're ready to move on from. And you really start to feel this energy right there in January. And, you know, the first 2 eclipses, they're going to really bring to your conscious awareness what needs to change in this area of work and service. And then, you know, by July and August, you'll be putting the finishing touches on them. You know, another thing too is that Uranus moves direct on the 2nd of January, and all the planets will be direct until March 8th when Jupiter takes his turn to retrograde. That'll be the first retrograde of the year when Jupiter goes retrograde in March. So you have this wide window of opportunity to push you forward in anything that you're doing after the first of the year. This is remarkable, this energy of moving out and doing what you want and moving forward and, you know, having that opportunity to start a new business, go to school, relocate, travel, get promoted. You know, anything that you've been wanting to do, that'll be the time to do it, is during that January 2nd through March 8th, because all the planets are direct. Now, that doesn't mean you can't start things, you know, throughout the year. And when I come in and I do my monthlies, I'll go into detail on these things. I'm painting with a wide brush here for the next 3 years, particularly in 2018. And there's a very general forecast here. Now, you've got the eclipses making changes. You have the Mercury retrogrades pulling you into intimacy. You have this wide window of opportunity, the 2nd through the 8th of March, January 2nd through the 8th of March. You got to pay attention, especially in August with that Mars retrograde and at the eclipses, what needs to change for you. And, you know, with Jupiter and Scorpio, you're going to be speaking with passion. With all your encounters, you may notice that you really are very passionate about what you're saying and what you're doing. With Saturn in the 5th, you have, you know, much bigger fish to fry, so you're not going to want to get caught up in any drama that the eclipses or the Mars retrograde is going to be stirring up here. And Saturn and Uranus will be trining all of this year too, just like they did in 2017, because Saturn's only going to get up to, you know, 9 degrees, I believe, at the most in Capricorn, you know, for the first part of the year. Yeah. And Uranus will get up to about 3 degrees Taurus. Uranus is going to enter Taurus May 15th. And this is really good news for you because that's going to form a grand Earth trine to your planets in Virgo, and especially those that are born in the first few days of Virgo. Wow, are you getting a bonus? And I mean, it's very good for all Virgos. The stars are aligning for you. But those born in those first few days are going to experience Uranus and Saturn forming a grand Earth trine with you. Uranus will move into that area of what you believe is possible, foreigners, foreign places, long-distance travel, higher consciousness, your philosophy, your truth, your spirituality, and, of course, your beliefs. And we don't get what we want, we get what we believe. What do you believe is possible for you? You want to be focused on the big picture, and you will be focused on the big picture in your everyday, detailed, orientated life. So this is really amazing what's happening here with you. And, you know, it's going to start right as you go into the new year with that lineup in Capricorn and forming a harmonious energy flow with your planets in Virgo. Just absolutely spectacular here for you. And, you know, the eclipses too, moving into Cancer and Capricorn, harmonize with your planets. Cancer sextiles Virgo. Capricorn trines, positive energy flow, Virgo. And so this is good news. Like, and I love giving you good news. Like, this is really exciting. And there's more good stuff in here for you. Now, for some of you, with this major Capricorn energy going on, you could be turning your hobby into a business. You could find that you're engaged in practical love or a practical business that's also fun for you. There's going to be many changes in how you work, and it's tied to your creative self-expression. But you're going to be thrilled about these changes. These are changes you've been waiting a very long time for. And so you're going to want these changes. And you'll be glad that these changes are here. I'm very excited about these changes. Another thing that's working for you too is with Jupiter and Scorpio sextiling Virgo. It's also in positive energy flow with Neptune in the area of relationships and partnerships. And that goes exact December 2nd, and then it goes exact May 25th and August 19th. So you can see it's around for most of the year. And that is about divine love, spiritual love, twin flame love, soulmate love. And I mean, I kind of laugh when I say that because it's almost like becoming cliche out there because everybody's talking about it. And although it's not, because there is a deep spiritual teaching behind twin flames and soulmates that I offer right on my website and my channel. And so, you know, this is very good for you in the area of relationship and partnership. Another thing too is Jupiter is sextile Pluto all of 2018. Goes exact January 15th, April 14th, and September 12th. The reason I mention exact days is because when something is exact, that's when it is the most powerful point of the energy. But they're hanging around. And this is very good for work. This is very good for creativity. This is excellent for business. This is great for making money. This is great to expand your business. This is great for a promotion. This is great for getting a new job. And so it's very positive to talk about. Now, the last time Saturn and Pluto coupled together, it was in Libra in 1982 and 1983. Think back to what was going on with you back then in 1982 and 83. What changes were you making? Now, for some of you, you weren't born yet. And for others of you, if you were born in 1982 and 1983, you have the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, couple, in Libra. And this is very significant. When these two, they're the heavyweights of the zodiac. They're the champions. And when they couple together, everything changes. So we're going to see this gigantic reset take place in Capricorn all of 2020. Jupiter will be in Capricorn with them, and Jupiter expands whatever he touches. Mars will hook up with them in Capricorn in February and March of 2020. This is all happening in the area of your self-confidence, your creative self-expression, creativity, love affairs, speculations, romance, being outgoing. And so this is an incredible energy for you to make positive changes in your life, 2018, 2019, and all of 2020. And even when Saturn leaves Capricorn, he'll go into Aquarius for a few months, but then he's right back into Capricorn for most of the year in 2020. And he still doesn't leave the conjunction, the coupling with Pluto. They'll still be coupled together. It'll be a looser coupling than an exact, but it's still on. And that is going to change governments, change the economy, change corporations. And they need to change because we need people first, then the environment, then profit. And not what we see today, which is the greed and the destruction of people and the environment. That is the old energy. And the new energy, it will be what I just said. I don't want to repeat myself. Sometimes I repeat myself and it's like, oh, I repeated myself. Why did I repeat myself? And so I'm really excited for you. And this is really good news. And this energy is going to be around for years because Uranus is going to move into Taurus May 15th, and then it will re-enter Aries November 6th. So it's in for about 6 months, but then it's back into Taurus May 6th, 2019 for good. And so this is really going to expand your horizons. For some of you, you may move to a place that's far off from where you are, or you may travel to far off places that are so good for your soul. And this is very exciting for you. And Saturn is supporting it. Saturn is saying, you can do this if you are practical about it. You can travel and, see the sights of the world, or go to school abroad, or teach abroad, if you really want to do this. And if you do your homework, you can do this. And so I'm very excited about this. And, anything that you're doing, you can now take it to the next level because you have so much support in here about what you're doing. The thing I noticed with Saturn in the 5th is that you can get too perfectionist with your projects. Like you can drive yourself crazy because you don't think it's good enough, or you just don't feel it. And you got to watch for that because Saturn, is very serious and, examines and tests whatever he touches. And so you can find yourself just being too perfectionist with whatever you're doing, and then you don't get it out there. So be aware, set yourself some goals and some deadlines that no matter what, I'm going to publish on this date, or no matter what, I'm going to record on this date, or no matter what, I'm going to approach this agent, I'm going to approach this publisher, I'm going to approach this job. That you are going to move beyond self-imposed limitations and liberate yourself, Uranus and Taurus, to go after what you want, because you'll get it. You will get it. And the universe is aligning these stars for you to completely support you. And definitely watch out for the drama this year, especially during those Mercury retrograde cycles. If you're experiencing some drama with the neighborhood or the community you belong to, just be aware of that. There's always people out there that want to stir the pot, to stir trouble. But that doesn't mean you have to engage in it. And, definitely with Mars retrograde during that time period, June 26th, August 27th, we want to pick our battles because, that could really stir things up with people at work for you or the people you work with. And so be aware of that as well. But there's so much good in here for you that I'm so excited about it. And with that Uranus trine Saturn, just incredibly supportive in building security and making positive changes. And bringing this freshness and newness into your life that's very exciting and just forward focused and positive. Now, for those of you open for love and available for love, you might have felt like, there's been some near misses. Like, it's just like, I was supposed to meet this person and we didn't meet, or thought I was going to meet my soulmate and we didn't. Be patient, because you could find that, this is the year that you do meet that special person. With Jupiter in positive energy flow with Neptune in this area of romance and love, this could be, the time where you do meet someone that's absolutely perfect for you. Now, when you have Saturn in the area of romance, it could be someone that there's an age difference. They could be a lot older than you, or they could be a lot younger than you. Don't let that concern you, because if it's right for you and they're good to you, then they're a keeper. That's someone you want to keep around. So don't let, cultural differences, or, it could be someone that's a foreigner, and don't let that deter you either, because souls that mate on a soul level. It's not necessarily external appearances that speak to the connection. It's the soul that speaks to the connection. And with that gorgeous Jupiter trine Neptune and Jupiter sextile Pluto, this could mean that, you do meet that amazing one this year, over the next couple of years. 2018, absolutely. And of course, I will go into the love details when I get to the monthlies. This is, I'm looking over the next few years, particularly focused here on 2018. And so, but when I get into the monthlies, that's when I can really see, a closer look at the love life. But that I think it speaks really well for you, because the Jupiter is working for you favorably, getting the house of romance and the house of relationships to really activate here. And, that's exciting, because Pluto and Neptune sextile. And Jupiter is sextiling Pluto and harmonizing with Neptune. So there's something going on here with Virgos in this area of true love, creative self-expression, and romance. And this is very good for those of you that are partnered. Very harmonious and healing energy happening with those that are coupled. This is a soothing energy that can really strengthen the relationship and strengthen the partnership this upcoming year in a very positive way. Money looks good because you're moving up in what you're doing, and you're going to find that you want to make some career changes that maybe you've been waiting to do for a long time, but you kind of held back, and now you're getting that opportunity to do it, and it's like really cool. And so go after that new job, start that new business. Use that window of opportunity from the 2nd of January through the 15th of March to push the energy out. Get yourself out there. Get yourself moving. You have the support of Saturn. You have the support of Pluto. The universe is really supporting you. Spiritually, you are larger than life when it comes to your spirituality. I don't know if many people know that about Virgos, because they often associate you with work and service. I don't know if they realize how deeply spiritual you are and how important your spiritual life is to you. And so you're just growing in that area, and it's exciting, and it's big. It's happening. Like, you're really dialing into source and pulling in that higher consciousness into your everyday life. How is your health? You're going to have Mars camped out there, for 5 months and retrograding, and that is going to give you a lot of energy. So for those of you that want to take off some weight, this is definitely going to help, because Mars is a calorie burner. And with him in this area, you'll definitely have a higher tempo and a higher metabolism, and you'll be, you know, burning off the weight. If that's something that you want to do, it absolutely will be there to help you. In fact, you could find that you're very persistent and going after the right health that's just right for you. And that's a great way to, you know, use this Martian energy, Mars energy, is to put it into your well-being and fitness and get the positive results. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, sharing, and Google Plusing my videos. Virgo, you're rocking awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your astrology, it's very easy. We're going to look at 2018, 2019, 2020. The link is below. You go to my astrology page, you purchase your consultation. Upon checkout, you get the link to my schedule, and we're working together. Or if you're interested in coaching, you want to talk about a new business, you want to talk about job promotion, or turning that hobby into a business, or relationship, it's very easy. Go to my coaching page, you purchase a session, upon checkout, get the link to my schedule, and we're coaching you. So until next time, Virgo, the stars are aligning for you.